And this is a question people often ask me, how can I think quicker on this particular area? Often it's from people who are fairly new to an area of expertise. They're fairly new to a job. They're fairly new to this career. They're new to an industry. When you fully understand something, you're not having to go, wait, what was the answer for this again? Wait, you don't have to go into that part of your brain where it's memory retrieval, right? If you want to become quicker at being able to answer people, you need a deeper understanding of that topic. You can achieve that by get 3 books on that topic. Go deeper. If you are in real estate and you are a realtor, maybe you should go grab 5 books. Understand more about developments if that's the area you specialize in real estate. Get really good with what the council rules are, what the county rules are, tax benefits of being able to do X versus Y versus Z, understanding how to work with banks, how to work with builders, how to work with contractors. Again, just really download all that information, get really good understanding and depth on it. Then once you've got that, then the second thing you need to learn is frameworks. Frameworks on how to communicate your area of expertise. Frameworks on how to communicate complex things. And the most important framework you can learn is the 3-2-1 framework. The 3-2-1 framework is very simply 3 steps, 2 types, the one thing. So when someone asks you a question, think in that framework. You could either pick, there are 3 steps to whatever you just asked me. There are 2 types of whatever you just asked me, or the one thing about what you just asked me is. I'll give you an example. This happens to me often because people sometimes will see me in public and they do know who I am and they go, oh, Vin, great to see you. Oh my goodness. Right? And I always love these interactions. They're beautiful. And then people always ask me a question, a loaded question. They go, Vin, what should I do with my communication skills? What should I do to improve my communication skills? And that's a loaded question because there are so many things you can do to improve your communication skills. But they're just asking me, what should I do, Vin, to be able to improve the way I communicate? And then I've got the framework, right? There are 3 steps to improving your communication skills. There are 2 types, 2 ways to be able to improve your communication skills, or the one thing, right? So in that particular example, I just would immediately go to the one thing. Because instead of my brain going, oh my God, there's so many things you can do to improve. What do I do? Do I talk about breath work? Do I now talk about articulation and the importance of that? Do I talk about tonality? Do I talk about vocal archetypes? Do I talk about storytelling? Do I talk about body language? Do I talk about active? Your brain's going to go crazy. So even though I have depth of knowledge, if I don't have this framework, my brain will just melt down. So instead of allowing the brain to go through a meltdown, I just pick one of the 3 in that framework. So again, I'm just going to pick the one thing. So I'd say to that person, hey, the one thing you should focus on as you begin your journey is self-awareness.